Today I want to talk to you about aiming to be a tall poppy. Have you ever heard of the tall poppy syndrome? I want you to imagine a field of beautiful poppies and there's one that's standing up taller and higher than all the others. Now I want you to imagine a young boy walking through that field and he's holding a large stick. An idea comes to his mind in a flash and he takes that stick and whack, knocks that tall poppy down. The tall poppy syndrome is just like that boy. It describes someone who's insecure or jealous and who wants to knock down someone who's standing up tall and leading the way. Today I want to encourage you to be a tall poppy. Not so that someone's going to come and try and knock you down, but because we need tall poppies. We need people who can stand up tall and lead the way. In our families, in our schools, in our churches. We need people who can stand up tall and lead the way in business, in our cities and in our nations. We need people who are ready to lead and be people of power. What's the alternative? The alternative is to become the lowest common denominator, living a life of constant underachieving. Don't waste your life. Instead, decide, I'm going to live it to the full. I want you to get a big vision to be a person of power. Get a big vision for your health. Imagine your dream body and start working towards it. I want you to get a big vision for your finances. You know, it's amazing but true that some well-meaning people think it's wrong to be wealthy or powerful. But I want you to answer this question. If you're poor, how could you help the poor? I want you to get a big vision for other areas of your life, like your happiness and your family and your spiritual life. You know, one reason people are afraid to be a tall poppy is because they're worried about being knocked down. They're worried about what other people will say. Listen, you don't need to make excuses or apologize for being all that you can be. God has destined you for greatness, so just go for it and live life to the full. Another reason people are afraid to be a tall poppy is because they're worried about what's going to happen when other people see them changing. They're worried about also that they're afraid that they won't even be able to achieve. They're afraid of failure or insecurities. Listen, whatever your challenges are, you've got something you can offer. I recently heard about Donald Gibson. Now here's a man who's an incredible sculptor artist here in Christchurch. He makes things out of stone. He just also happens to be completely deaf and blind. He's an inspiration to everyone who meets him. His sculptures have been exhibited internationally. Listen, whatever your challenges are, you can be an inspiration to others. You've got something special to share and special to offer. So decide, I'm going to be a tall poppy. In the Bible, in Daniel chapter 11, it talks about this antichrist power that's leading people in the wrong direction. But the Bible also talks about how God wants to share his power with people and lead them and who are willing to lead others in the right direction. So why don't you make a decision today? I'm going to become a person of power and lead people up in the right direction. I'm going to stand tall and be a tall poppy. Because remember, in life, if you want something different, you're going to have to do something different.